All right. So, Fabiola, will you help me out? If you guys have any questions and write it in the chat, Fabiola, will you just tell me? Because when I do thank you so much. When I do the slides, it's hard for me to. Okay. I can't see it. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about doTERRA business opportunity and why doTERRA and how I got started. Hi, Jessica. Good to see you. So,
Hello.
how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Good to see you. Okay, so let me share with you a little bit about my story. So my name is Ashley. For those of you that don't know me, I am a homeschooling mom to four amazing girls. Actually, only three of them are in school currently. One, I just had a little girl 7 weeks ago. My husband is a pastor, so we are in ministry together. And he has been a pastor for the last 24 years. And I love interior design. It's something that I love, and I just do it for fun. So we just bought a house a year ago, and it's been really fun to design my home. So I love doing that. I started using essential oils about 9 years ago and found them to be so effective for our family that I began to share them with others and eventually realized that I wanted to do this as a business. So I've been doing the business full time now for 6 years and have helped so many people. And it has been such a blessing to walk alongside people that I would never have met if it weren't for doTERRA. And whether that be my business partners like Fabiola on here, I would never have known if it weren't for doTERRA. And I'm so grateful that doTERRA brought us together. And all the people that I've been able to help with their health goals and ailments. It truly fills my cup up. There's nothing better than in the middle of the day getting a text message and someone saying, hey, I struggled with a horrible migraine and I grabbed my oils and it helped relieve it. Or my child was up all night with teething and the blend that you recommended helped my child. Like it's amazing. And hearing those stories of people who have been struggling for such a long time and been waiting to find something to help their health ailments, and doTERRA was that thing that helped them. It always brings me to tears. I'm truly humbled to be able to help them. It is my passion to come alongside of my team members to not only help them share essential oils with others, but to make sure that they are seen, valued, loved, and heard. So those who are on my team, that is our motto. We're a team, love essentially, but we are under Obsessed with Essentials, Melody. And Melody I have known for my entire life. We grew up together. Okay, so why doTERRA and what can doTERRA offer? So doTERRA, there's two different things. So there's traditional employment, right? Oops, sorry, went too fast. There's traditional employment, right? Trading hours for dollars, limits on advancements and earnings, reliant on your employer's vision, prerequisites, costly education, limited time freedom. You can't take off when you want to, you're stuck. You have to call in sick, right? You have to tell them if you're going to be there late. Where authentic network marketing, which is doTERRA, is true lasting residual income, unlimited reach and earning power, reliant on your vision. There's no prerequisites, education, and you're free to choose your schedule whenever you want. And I have to tell you, having a newborn baby, a 7-week-old baby, like it's so nice for me to be able to be so present with my daughter, but also be able to help people and do what I love when I want to. I can do it while I'm nursing her. I can do it while she's taking naps. I can do it while we're outside. It's been beautiful spring days here in Pennsylvania recently. And so it's awesome to be able to work, but do it when I'm able. I'm able to homeschool my girls, and then after I can work, and it's awesome. I love it, and my girls love it too. Why doTERRA? So doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. This is a little bit of an old slide. We're getting close to being a $2 billion company, part of the $1 trillion wellness industry. The company's culture and values is what really stood out to me when I was deciding if I wanted to do doTERRA as a business. Not only did I realize that the oils worked for me, but that's not why I decided to do doTERRA. I decided because not only did the oils work for me, but they were an amazing company of integrity And their number one focus was prioritizing purity and potency over profit. So they would rather pull an oil if they saw that it did not meet the standards versus making money. And that to me spoke volumes. And I actually got to witness that the very first year I decided to do doTERRA as a business. There was an oil called Roman chamomile, and that oil is amazing for babies who are teething. And I had just had my second daughter, and I really wanted that, right? Like I was losing sleep. My daughter was teething, and they were like, sorry, it didn't meet the standards. So we took it. And I knew I could have gotten Roman chamomile from other companies, but I knew the purity standard was not even going to be close. So I decided not to do it. And I used lavender and frankincense, and it worked. But obviously I did miss Roman chamomile, but it really spoke to me like the integrity of the company. They have a vision for the future. They're changing what healthcare looks like. So we actually have multiple healthcare clinics around the world, and they're continuing to grow them. It's called Prime Meridian, and they have one in Utah. And it's the coolest thing. You go and you meet with the doctor, and they sit with you and evaluate you, and they actually give you essential oils and supplements to use first as your first line of defense. And then if that doesn't work, then you can take medication. And I just think that's so awesome. It gives us a choice to be able to use something to help support our bodies naturally without all of the side effects. And 9 out of 10 times they work, which is awesome. So what makes doTERRA unique? So 85% of those that join doTERRA are people who simply wish to buy products at the best value. 15% wish to build a business. And I would say this is also not accurate. It's 75 to 80% now. Those who join continue to order at least once every 3 months, compared to an average industry of 8%. So many people have been buying and continue to buy, and I educate for the last 8 years that I've been doing the business. And that's because these oils and supplements work, and they have changed their lives. And so when we see something that has changed our life and helps us to feel better and be able to be present with our husbands, spouses, at work, whatever that may be, we're going to continue to buy that, right? Because it makes a huge difference in our health, and we're going to fit that into our budget. And so that's why doTERRA is a business that really is very sustainable and something that is continual and keeps on growing. So it is an untapped opportunity. 66% of the US has never used essential oils. Half of that 66% want to try oils. That equals to 100 million people just in the United States alone who want to experience oils. 61% cannot name an essential oil company. 44% do not recognize a single essential oil even when shown a list, and that is very true. 53% of non-natural product users rank healthy lifestyle as important. 87 of those not using natural products are open to trying them. So even people who are like skeptical are open to trying them. And that's like my favorite, is to be like, okay, but what is it that you are struggling with, and how can I help you? And they'll be like, you know what, Ashley, I've been struggling with this horrible knee pain. Can you help me? And me being able to make a blend to give them and walk them through how to use it and what's in that and how often to use it, and to hear a few days later, a week later, how much that has helped their pain is amazing. So people are very open to trying anything, especially if it's for their health. Not all essential oils are created equal. And this is something that I never knew. I thought all essential oils were the same, and it couldn't be farther from the truth. So what makes doTERRA different? So the first thing is their sourcing. So doTERRA sources their essential oils from micro farms in countries where they are native and grown in the most ideal environment all around the world. They help those who are in need, who are poor and wouldn't even be able to make ends meet, but doTERRA blesses them and gives them a job, and they are our growers for us, which is so awesome. We have a third-party testing, which are third parties are employed to test all doTERRA's products to confirm their purity and the company's integrity. Purity and potency, only the highest and purest essential oils make it into production. And if an oil ever falls below their standards, they'll take it off, like I had shared with you. And we have a huge product line. doTERRA is committed to helping people discover natural solutions for their personal, household, health, and medical concerns, which has led them to build a product line for nearly everything. So we have products for facial care, we have products for dental care, we have products for hair, we have products for cleaning, all non-toxic cleaning products. We have laundry detergent, dish soap, we have essential oils, we have supplements, we have vitamins. I mean, you name it, we have it. We have a new MetaPower line that really helps your metabolic health and is great for those struggling with diabetes. So there really is something for everyone. And a different thing that not everybody wants to try essential oils right away. Maybe it's, hey, I want to, change my toxic load in my home and I want to start with non-toxic cleaning. Well, this is a great place to start. And so that's what's great is someone can get a little bit here and there and they can realize that slowly but surely they've completely changed over a lot of things in their home and everything is a lot more safe and effective and non-toxic in their home, which is awesome. And we share it with them in a way that is not overwhelming. It's just buying a little bit here and there. Why an MLM? So an MLM is the most efficient way to build a pipeline. So I remember Emily Wright, she is one of the founders of the company. And she had said when doTERRA first started, she had said, do we need to do an MLM model, right? Should we do that? Because there is a stigma around MLMs, right? When you hear an MLM, everyone has a different take on an MLM. For me personally, when I heard the word MLM, I was like, no, I don't want anything to do with it. Why? Because I saw my dad a couple times try different MLMs and get burned. But when I realized who doTERRA was, the integrity of who they are, and why they chose this route, it changed everything for me. And let me share with you why she decided to do it this way. They decided to do it this way because if you were to sell these essential oils in grocery stores or in stores, right, and you were to walk down the aisle and you were to see peppermint or frankincense or tea tree oil or any oil or supplement for that matter, do you really know how to use it? Do you really know how to apply it? Do you really know how often to use it? And do you know how it's going to help your body? No, right? You're just like, oh, I heard peppermint was good for headaches, so I'm going to grab it. But if you're alone and you have no one helping you, you may try it one time and go, oh, it doesn't work, but maybe it really would work for you, but maybe you use too little, not enough. And so that's why they did this model is for the person that you order from, they help you, they guide you, they educate you, and they give you the resources you need to be able to use these products. And that's what it's all about. It's about changing people's lives and helping them, right? We go to the doctors now and doctors give us hardly any of their time. And so it's really nice to be able to be with people who will give us of their time and really hear what we're going through. Most efficient way to build a pipeline. Built-in business model includes product sourcing, order fulfillment, billing, customer service. We have built-in education systems to teach your product knowledge, entrepreneurship, and leadership. We have extremely low overhead. Entry is the cost of the products for your own household and your own level of commitment. So you don't have to fork in hundreds and thousands of dollars like you do if you own a brick and mortar. You actually just buy what your family needs. doTERRA asks us to do a 100 PV order, which is around $100 because they want you to be authentic. They're an authentic, real company. And so they don't want you to sell something that you yourself don't see a benefit from and that you yourself are not using. They want us to be a product of the product, which again, really spoke a lot to me about the company. And so that's all they ask is you spend $100 a month. And then in return, you're also making money and you can get your oils paid for so quickly. That's actually why I first started because I just wanted my oils paid for it because my husband had lost his job. And then I soon realized, wow, no, I really want to do this full time. So hauling buckets. So there was a story of a man who lived in a town that had no water supply. To make money, he would walk 2 miles every day to collect buckets of water to bring back to the town and sell. And every day he would sell all his water because people needed it. After a while, he realized that he was going to be hauling buckets for the rest of his life unless he did something about it. So in his spare time, he started building a pipeline from the water source to his town. It took him about 3 years, but when it was finished, the town had unlimited supply of water to purchase from him, and he had time to pursue other dreams. He created a financial pipeline for himself that would literally last a lifetime. So instead of going back and forth and grabbing that water and bringing it back to the people, he knew, like, in the long term, building a pipe for the people to be able just to turn on the water and get water themselves was going to be so much better for them and for him, right? And so that's what this business is. You're not continually hauling buckets. You're not continually, clocking in, clocking out. You don't have to call in. You don't have to tell them you're sick. You literally get to create what you want for your family. So hauling buckets, right? What is that? It's trading hours for dollars. It's limit on advancements and earnings. It's limited time freedom. You're building other people's dreams except yourself. I remember before doTERRA, I had a job and I felt like I loved it, but I felt like I was building their dream, not mine. And that really hit me like, well, no, I want to do something that I love that lights me up. And that's another reason why I decided to do doTERRA. I'm building a pipeline. What does that look like? Residual income, no limit on advancements and earnings, freedom to choose your own schedule, building your dreams and your true desires. So this is a rank chart and different ranks within doTERRA. And so to give you an idea, Elite is about $365 a month. Premier is about $939 a month. And what that looks like is Elite, you need 3,000 in volume. That's 3,000 in sales. And a question that I get asked all the time is, Ashley, do I have to personally bring in a certain amount of sales every single month to get the same paycheck? And my answer is no, you don't. That's the beauty of it, right? Is when you get people to go do this business with you, you are working at it together. And so I want to share with you and give you an example. I am a platinum leader right now in doTERRA. And I want to share with you, like, to hit my ranks, right? There are some months I'll enroll 2 people, meaning help 2 people get started brand new. There are some months that I'll have 15, but my paycheck is always the same. And so that's what's so awesome is you don't have to carry the load of bringing it all in yourself. It truly is a team effort and it's awesome. And I'm just so grateful for that. Now, I don't want this to overwhelm you at all, so I'm going to just briefly share about this, because if this is something you want to do, we will sit and walk you through it, because don't feel like you have to understand it all right now. But there is 4 income streams with doTERRA. Number 1 is there is a leadership bonus. It's paid monthly to reward leadership. 7% of global volume divided among leadership ranks. So once you hit the rank of Premier, you will get 1% of that leadership pool that month if you just help 1 new customer that month, which is awesome. Silver and gold get 2%. And diamond gets 1%. So you also get that on top of your monthly earnings, as well as your power of 3 bonus is paid monthly based on your structure. Now, I remember when I used to look at this structure and I was like, oh my goodness, to get my $1,500 bonus, that looks really difficult. That's never going to happen. I literally thought that. And I remember where I was sitting and when I thought that and who I told. And it was so funny because let me tell you this, if you are doing something that you love and you are truly showing up authentically and giving your all and loving people and caring for them and listening to them, this automatically will happen for you. It automatically happened for me. And I remember, like, I knew it was going to happen, right? But I was like, oh my goodness, like, I literally thought, how would this ever happen? But if you're really doing the business and you're loving what you're doing, it just all falls into place and it's pretty awesome. So you don't have to like think, oh, that's never going to happen, because it will for you if you really do this business and you take it seriously. Fast start bonus. So that is when, in the beginning, this is the fastest way for you to make money. So when someone orders from you, you make 20%, and you'll make it usually within the following week, within 8 to 10 business days. You'll make 20%, and the person under you, so if you have a builder, right, they make 10%. Oh, your upline makes 10%, and then that person above them makes 5%. So that is the fastest way, though, for you to make money. So if you decide you want to do doTERRA as a business, the best way is to start by hosting a class, whether that be online or in person. And the person who invited you tonight, they're going to tell you that they're going to teach your first class for you, and they're going to go with you, and they're going to share their experience and share about the oils and be there to answer questions. And they'll help you. They won't throw you into it, and they'll gradually help you to where you feel confident to teach classes yourself. But as you enroll people and as they get started with essential oils, that's when you'll get paid. And then there's the unilevel bonus. And this is where your biggest check will come from. And this usually comes after 60 days of starting your business, right? Because after that, they go into unilevel. And you could see here how much you get paid on each level in your business, which is really awesome. doTERRA pays all the way down to your 7th level, which a lot of companies do not do that. And you get paid on that level for silver rank and above. So as you can see here, for me personally, I get paid in 4 different ways every single month within doTERRA, and it is truly such a blessing. So I get my big check once a month, and then I get my my fast start check, right? Because I'm enrolling people and my leaders under me are enrolling people, and so I am making that check every single week. So I get paid in essence like 5 times a month, which is awesome. And in your big check is where your power of 3 and leadership bonus will also be included in that big check once a month. So earning disclosure. So this has changed a little bit. I would say this is higher now, but silver, for a whole year, you can make up to 27,000. I would like to say it's around 35,000. And this is just general, okay? Generally speaking. I've met people who are silvers and they were making 50,000 a month. So it all just depends on each person's structure. Gold is 58,000, platinum is 112. So you can see how much you make and the percentage of people who hit those ranks within the company. Income disclosures, top ranks. So this just gives you an idea of doTERRA. And this just shows you like doTERRA really honestly is the best company out there. I've had so many people ask me to join their companies, and I would never, but I always look into it because I am always curious, right? But I would never leave doTERRA because it literally has my heart. I love helping people and I am very much behind the company and who they are. But I'm always curious and I'm always shocked and blown away by the significant difference of doTERRA versus another company. For example, look at Plexus and Rodan and Field and Neurum, and it works. It's absolutely crazy the difference between those other companies. So this is just to give you a little bit of a comparison between, oops, sorry, I was letting people in here. The rank comparison between Young Living and doTERRA. So Young Living is another essential oil company. And just to put it out there, I get asked a lot, like, Ashley, what is your take on Young Living? What are your thoughts on Young Living? And honestly, they're not even on the same playing field. And I am so serious when I say this. Young Living, yes, it's better than going to Whole Foods or Target to get your oils, but they don't have medical clinics that you can go to. They're not 100% pure, even though they say that they are. If you even just smell, take their frankincense and our frankincense, or their lavender and our lavender, and you smell the difference. Theirs smells very much like a chemical and ours does not. So you can really tell the difference. I had a lady in my church, she uses Young Living, and she had a really, really bad migraine. And she told me what she used for her migraine, but that it wasn't really working. And I said, can I please give you some doTERRA to use? And so she used it and she was like, oh my goodness, that's incredible. Well, why is that? Well, doTERRA's, like I said, it's 100% pure, right? With the utmost integrity, but it helps your body at the root level. So it's giving you your body what your body needs. And these oils were created to help heal your body naturally. They weren't just for aromatherapy. It's so much more than that. So sorry for that little side tangent. But to look at the difference on the requirements between the two, right? So you can see the different payouts for the different legs and the different levels and the different ranks. And you can see that doTERRA is significantly more. So like you need so much more overhead volume with Young Living than you do with doTERRA for those ranks. Oops, I'm going backwards. Hold on. Okay, so the 10-year plan. So I love to share this because say you're like, you know what, Ashley, I would love to be able to make a gold paycheck, but I don't know. I don't know a lot of people. I'm not sure. But I want to do it. I love to help people. Let me be honest with you. There's no pressure to go super fast. It's your business. You get to choose. And so I love this because this was presented to me when I was debating whether to do the business. Is like, Ashley, if it takes you 10 years, or 8 years, whatever, to even make blue diamond or presidential diamond or even just diamond, what else could you do to make that kind of money to be able to be home with your family, to be able to help people, walk alongside people, encourage them, see their lives being changed, right? In such a huge way by these oils and supplements. What other job could give you that? So if it did take you that long, well, who cares? Because nothing else is going to get you to that point to give you the time freedom that you're wanting and the time with your family. And I really sat with that. And when I sat with that and thought about that, I was like, this is incredible. You know what? This is very true. And I looked at, like I said, I looked at other companies. I looked at the job that I was currently doing and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I want to do this. And even if it takes me 10 years, 15 years, that's okay. It doesn't matter. This is going places for me. Yes, Fabiola. Did you raise your hand? No? Okay. So what?
Waiting room?
Oh, yes. What'd you say?
In the waiting room?
Who's in the waiting room? Oh, okay.
Message saying that they're in the waiting room.
I got one person. There's one person in there. Okay. Yeah, there's only one. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. What do you want to create? So earn your products for free. You can earn your products for free. So if you're going in like I did and you're like, I just want my oils for free, like that's all I want. That would be awesome to be able to help my family with their health and I not have to pay for that. So you can do that. You can get $200 to $500 monthly. It's very doable. If you want to supplement your income, whether that be making $1,500 to $5,000 monthly, you can. If you want to replace and multiply your income, whether that be $6,000 all the way to $90,000 monthly, you can. And I want to tell you, I know people who make $90,000 and plus more a month. Like I personally know them. And so this business is amazing and you can create whatever you want. Like I said, when I came in, I just wanted my oils to be paid for. And then I realized, wow, it'd be so nice to be able to supplement my income. And then when my husband lost his job in 2020, he was a pastor at a really big church and the churches shut down, right? People weren't meeting. And so they had to let a lot of their pastors go and he was one of them. And if it weren't for doTERRA, we would have really been I don't even know if we would have had a roof over our head, to be completely honest with you. I probably would have had to move in with my parents. So it was really, really difficult time. And so during that time, I had just started to replace my income and I was making more than my husband was. And it was the biggest blessing for us. And every day we would just like look at each other and we're like, this is so amazing. I'm so blessed that God put this business in our lives and we took the plunge and we did it. Why team with us? So we have an amazing community. We come alongside you. Like I said, we help you. We have tons of ebooks that you can have access to with a lot of different recipes on pretty much every subject and topic you can think of. We have webinars. We have photos you can use to share on your social media if you wish to do so. We have graphics. We have monthly promos. We'll teach your first few classes for you. I love to send welcome packets out for my new builders for them. So meaning like if you get a customer that wants to get started with oils, I'll send them some free custom roller bottles and a cute little carrying case. So we're here to help you. You're not on your own by any means, and you'll have a ton of support. We also have weekly meetings too, where we get together and talk. We share our ups and downs with each other. We're real and authentic. And it's awesome. And we share our, how we've grown, things that are hard. It's some of my favorite, times to meet weekly. I just love it. Here are a couple testimonials I want to share with you of ladies that are on my team. This is from Miriam. I decided to start the business because I was already loving the product and saw its benefits immediately. I instantly felt like I had a supporting community and realized I was already sharing, making bottles and labels. So why not help other people? Sorry, letting others in. Why not help other people get their oils paid for? It's done so much and more for me. Also, with some checks that came in 2020, I paid off my debt. I'm closer to being debt free. My favorite part of doing the business is having the time to squeeze it into my busy schedule. I sometimes don't know how I do it. The juggle is real, working all day, then coming home to be a wife and a mommy. Time and creating our own schedule is essential, I believe. I'm looking forward to one day quitting my full-time job and doing doTERRA full-time. A lady named Margarita. I started this business because I wanted to find natural ways to keep my family healthy instead of running to the doctor every time. This business has impacted my life because I have been able to help a few people find natural ways of healing. I hope to continue helping many more. For me, it's hard to juggle working full time, coming home, being a mom, a wife, a cook, and a teacher. But in between all of that, I find little gaps in my time to promote my business. I post information on products like videos or pictures that doTERRA or my fellow doTERRA family share. I also share videos of myself and family using and enjoying our products as well. And this is from Fabiola, who's actually on right now. She has been on our team and one of my amazing leaders for, I think, going on 3-4 years now, which is really awesome. Fabiola, do you want to share instead of me reading this? Do you want to share a little
Yeah,
bit?
I thought I'd share because I feel like that's changed a lot. I know when I started this business, it was just something that I hadn't even know what I was gonna walk into. I think God had a bigger plan for me, and so what started off as like, oh, okay, cool, extra cash, I can pay for some of my favorite things, and learning how to use oils and support my family. A year in this March, I actually was let go of my job, and this is where doTERRA has always been there for some of the hardest moments in my life, and financially now this is my go-to. This is what I work. This is my business. I get to be with my boys. Right now I'm stuck at basketball practice. I've got the little one playing, and I can do business, and it's fun and it's awesome, and I can provide my first line of defense for my family, yet make an income and teach other people and empower other mamas. That's been amazing. It's totally been an incredible journey for me. And of course, MLMs for me were like, okay, just another thing. Okay, I don't want to be part of that. But now it's different because the heart of doTERRA is different. The culture is different, and it has been magnificent, and it's really, really incredible. So such a blessing.
It really is. Thank you for sharing, Fabiola. Really appreciate it. Are you ready to get started? Well, here's how you can. So you connect with the person who sent you this and invited you tonight. Figure out the best starter kit if you haven't gotten started yet, or a couple of oils. If you're a current customer, talk about upgrading to a wellness advocate if you want to do the business. You would want to upgrade to a wellness advocate. And then you would set your LRP, which is the loyalty rewards program, to 100 PV. Like I had shared, you would need to be a product of the product. So you would spend 100 PV, which is around $100, $115 a month, and start your own personal training program. So we would send you a program to go through, or personally, we would go through it with you. And again, literally walk you step by step. We'll help teach your first classes and learn more about the product and start sharing. And I think it's also really important is we'll learn about you and you can learn about us, because everybody learns differently. And nothing is more fun to me than finding out what my leader and how they love to learn. That is truly my absolute favorite. We'll start spreading the word. So start spreading. What if I want to share? So if you want to start sharing, start spreading the word, inviting your friends and family to class, whether it's online or in person. For each person you sign up, you'll get a freebie from your upline. Your upline will tell you what that they'll offer and how they'll help and support you. Your upline will support any new customers by adding them to our Facebook group, sending them welcome goodies, and answering their questions all along the way. So we can't wait for you to join our team. It literally, like Fabiola said, this has been the best decision we have ever made, linking arms and doing this business together. Seriously, there are so many times I'm drawn to tears just by the people that I have met, hearing their stories, being able to be home, being able to be present with my girls, homeschool. It's just been the biggest blessing. And I have grown personally. Like, this business is definitely a self-developing business. And so if you are wanting to grow and change, this business is for you. You know, you'll grow in a lot of areas. I never wanted to teach a class. I was afraid to speak in public, and I was like petrified of it. And my friend was like, come on, you got to do it, you know? And I held my paper, my first class, and I stumbled with my words, and I didn't even read it correctly, and I totally bombed it, but that was okay. And I just kept going, and we grow. And that's what this business is all about. And it's really cool to look back a year or 2 years or whenever you started and to see where you've come and how you've grown. It's super special. So does anybody have any questions or anything about tonight that I can answer for you? No? No questions? All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. It was such a wonderful talk tonight. I really appreciate you. Please, please reach out to the person who invited you, and they will walk you through the next step. And we are all here together helping you. And so I'm excited for you. I'm rooting for you. And I thank you for just joining this call and hearing about how doTERRA could be the perfect fit for you and your family. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.
Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.